Right now at 6 o'clock, signs of a possible ceasefire in the City Hall battle over the removal of this Confederate monument from Springfield Park. City Council has been debating the issue since Mayor Deegan had two statues known as the tribute to the women of Southern Confederacy hauled away from the spot where they stood since 1915.
News for Jax reporter Jim Pickett has been following this emotionally charged controversy since Jacksonville's first Confederate monuments were removed years ago. Now, Jim shows us what happened at City Council today and why it might be a while before we hear the subject debated again.
So I'm out here at Springfield Park, and it was about a month ago when this monument came down. We were out here at the time. It was a big issue then. It was a big issue today, but it also might be an issue no longer with City Council. They heard from many people today. Here's what happened. We learned today more about what led up to and what happened when this monument came down just after Christmas.
Take them down! Take them down!
The removal was peaceful, and those on hand weren't causing trouble. During this special council meeting, where only Republican members showed up, they heard from the mayor's staff, along with the city's top lawyer and Sheriff T.K. Waters. Feel about this whole situation when this happened that you weren't notified?
Well, I'm indifferent about the reason or the statue itself. Doesn't matter where I fall on a subject. It matters how I take care of the city and the citizens of this community. I would like to have known, because you don't want to ever wake up and don't know something like this is happening, and there's one police officer out there.
But the man who faced the most questions at council was the city's top lawyer, Michael Fackler. He was the one who advised Mayor Donna Deegan that she had the power to take down the statue without council approval. But later, after the monument was down, in a second opinion on the matter, Fackler says it wasn't so cut and dry. After the meeting today, I had some questions for him. At first, he didn't really want to talk to us on camera. But this was a meeting about you. You can't tell us, like, how do you feel what happens now? I mean, what do you want to see happen now?
It's up to the council, I guess, to see if there's other action taken. I stand behind the opinion that I gave.
Right.
They were appropriate questions. I don't think the process that the council is undergoing is inappropriate in any way. They're asking the appropriate questions.
Did you make a mistake? I mean, that's what the first opinion to this. Was there mistakes made?
Yes, there was a mistake made on my part by not incorporating my team that had the expertise and the knowledge of how the process works.
Fackler went on to tell us that he doesn't believe his mistake opens up the city to a lawsuit. One of the biggest critics of the entire process has been Councilman Nick Howland. Do you think the situation is over now? I mean, Mr. Fackler was just saying he did make a mistake.
Well, I'm even more concerned today than I was yesterday based on the information we learned. I mean, it's clear to me that the opinion in its first form and its second form was written to justify a decision that was already made.
But it was Council President Ron Salem who has been going back and forth with the mayor on the issue. Today, he told me he believes he heard the answers he needed to help put this to rest. Are we done with the monument situation?
Well, I need to hear from my colleagues. It's just not my decision. But I thought we had a good airing of all the issues today, and I thought that was very helpful.
There is legislation by Salem that's in the works that would not allow the mayor in the future to act alone on issues like this. Jim Pickett, Channel 4, the local station.
Now, within the past 90 minutes, we received this statement from Mayor Deegan, restating her position on seeking legal advice. She wrote, I asked if there was anything that would impede my executive authority using private dollars to remove the Confederate monument. The General Counsel gave me an opinion that I did have the authority, so we moved forward. That conclusion remains the same, and it is the binding opinion. At no time before or after the initial opinion was provided did I or my staff pressure the General Counsel in any way. I wish I could say the same for some council members.